If you watched my previous video, you'd have seen that I had to cut the session short, and I was pretty gutted about it.
I'll do the second one I will. If you want to push your body more, go out.
It was a run that did it.
Yeah, don't do
I felt it the entire session as we started running.
it. Let's go and do some of it.
You can clearly see from the look on my face just how upset I was. I was very close to tears. I had all of these negative thoughts going back in my head of wanting to quit running. Maybe running isn't for me. And I was just disappointed. I was devastated. And basically what happened was, at the end of my sessions, my gym sessions, I'm trying to do some anaerobic finishes. And this one consisted of 400 meter runs into 12 thrusters 5 times. And on the first 400 meter run, I just felt this little niggle behind my knee. It wasn't painful, it wasn't anything bad. I just felt something there and I knew I had to quit, I had to stop. But that was the point where I was like, right, I need to go and see a physiotherapist. Finally booked a physiotherapy session. I've never actually been to a physiotherapist before. I've never had a sports massage or anything like that. So the entire experience was very new to me. And I'll be completely honest, I was extremely nervous. Not only for the pain I was about to be in from the sports massage, but also for the result. I was definitely expecting the worst because it was an injury that I've had for 3 months now, and it wasn't really going anywhere. So I went in, he asked me loads of questions. I then told him what I think the problem is and what I think caused the problem. He then did all of the exercises where he bends my knee to see if it's my ligaments or, I'm not an expert, but that kind of stuff. He then made me stretch out my leg and he was going to push it back. And that's when it became apparent that I have extremely tight hamstrings, and that was the problem. The correct term for the injury is called hamstring tendinopathy, and it's a common occurrence with runners who have recently increased the volume, the intensity of the runs, or have started to include hill runs into the workouts. And it just makes complete sense. If you've been subscribed to me from the beginning, you'd have seen that I uploaded a video called The Worst 10K Run Ever, and that run consisted of a steep 2K incline and then a steep decline. I did it in the wrong shoes, and it was just a horrible 10K run. A few weeks later was when the injury occurred and I uploaded the hamstring tendonitis video, and it just makes sense. The entire thing just makes complete sense. I knew it was that run that caused it, and now I know what the injury is. Just going to quickly jump in and show you exactly what the physio told me to do in order to stretch out my hamstring. There's only 2 different exercises, both of which are really similar, but they're both effective, easy to do, and you can pretty much do them anywhere. It's important to note that my leg's going to be bent throughout the entire thing, and the reason for that is if I was to do a stretch where my leg's fully extended, like downward dog, it's quite uncomfortable bending my leg back. It gets quite stiff and it can get quite painful. So these exercises have been given to me for that reason. The first exercise is super simple, basically just reaching out for your toes, but just making sure that knee is still bent. The second stretch is exactly the same, but just with both arms, and you can feel more of a stretch with that one. Hold the pose for 30 seconds and repeat 4 times on each leg. And the difference after I've done them is incredible. He also mentioned after a hot bath or a hot shower, putting a hot water bottle on my leg and just resting it, and then put ice on the area behind the knee, and that also works. So far, what he's told me to do, there's definitely been a benefit from it. Obviously, the most important question that was asked in that appointment was, can I run? Can I start running again? And in short, I can. There's no problem with me running, just don't be stupid with it. So no hills, no speed workouts, nothing too intense. Don't run on consecutive days, don't run after a leg day, and just take it steady, take it easy, which works very well for me because I wasn't really planning on doing any of that anyway. And he also mentioned that if I keep consistent with the exercises that he's given me, I shouldn't feel any pain after a run. So all in all, it was a very successful appointment. I am going back to see him in a few days just to go through my workout routine and find alternatives and just to see how I'm doing. And yeah, we're finally on the road to recovery. We know what it is and we can just get cracking with the longer runs again and just get some really good runs in, and I just can't wait. So moral of the story is, if you've got pain and you're not 100% sure what it is, just go and see someone, go and get help, because they're professionals and know what they're talking about. And chances are the injury is nowhere near as bad as you think it is. Anyway, smash the like button, subscribe if you're new, comment, and I'll see you in the next video.